right. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are here looking. Are you ready for another class? I know you are. Grab your sketchbook and go to the very next clean page. What are we gonna draw? What are we gonna draw? We're gonna do some fish. Doo-doo-doo. Look how cool they are. So look at our fish, take a look, let's find some lines. What are we gonna use? We're gonna use some curved line. Lots of curved lines in this picture. We use some curved lines to make some circles for their eyes, some coral down here. We've got some nice organic shapes down here to make some seagrass. We're making patterns by repeating that U shape to make the scales of our fish. Looks pretty good. Don't forget we got some U shapes here and some horizontal lines. These are more vertical. All right, sound good? All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is place our fish. Look at the shape of it. It's kind of like a football, but a little bit more roundy and a little more pointy. Ready? All right, let's go. You're gonna need a pencil. You're gonna need an eraser and a Sharpie to get this drawing done. And then we're gonna add color with crayons today. Alrighty? Okie doke. Let's get started. Fish number one, where are we gonna put him on the page? Take a look at your paper. Where does your fish go? You make him nice and big. We're gonna start with a football shape. So decide how big is your fish. I'm gonna make a little doink, and I'm gonna make a little doink, because that's how big I want my fish body to be, and then I have room to add the tail fin on the back. So I'm gonna start by making a curved line up and around, kind of like a rainbow shape. Now I'm gonna do the same thing down and back up, down and back up. Now I didn't connect them, and I should on the back. It's okay if they're not connected because we're gonna put a mouth on the front here. Now my mouth I made is kind of like a heart shape. It's kind of like the top of a heart to make my big lips. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then back here, I'm gonna decide how big your tail fin is. And I'm gonna come up from back here, not totally at that point, but come up a little bit. Decide how big is your tail. My tail is very fancy, huh? I could make the tail straight down. I could curve it in. Have you seen fish that have those kind of tails where they're curved in like that? Okay. If I wanted to curve it a different way, I could. I could make it as fancy as I want, but draw very lightly so that if you make mistakes, if you change your mind, you don't like it. See, I can come out and around and back down. Whoa! Check that fish out. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. So draw lightly so you can change your mind. Now up here, let's make a curved line here. This is where I'm going to put my eye in front, and then I'm going to start making my scales going back. Where's your eye going to go? Inside that area. If yours is a little bit bigger, you have more room, that's fine. Where's your eye? I'm going to start with a circle, and I'm going to put another circle around it. Whoop, 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 whoop. I could even add another circle if I wanted to. What? Ooh, I'd have to move that line back, wouldn't I? I just bumped into it. Hi, Miss Kirshner, what are you doing? Oh, just making some mistakes. All right, now let's give him a dorsal fin on the top. Does he have one? Mine does. It's kind of a roundy triangle. And then down here for his fins, we're gonna put some U shapes. Decide where they go, and it's gonna be a U shape extended out past his body and back up. Now that's one on this side, but I want to make one that looks like he's got the same fin on the other side of his body. So I'm going to draw a smaller U right back there. And see where I overlapped. I'm going to erase that line right there. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Perfect. Now, let's give him some place to live. So I made just like a part of a circle down here, and I added in some smaller circles inside to make it look like it's like coral or something growing. You could even add those little coral things that stand up on top, couldn't you? What? That's kind of cool. Ooh, erase that out. Oh, I like it. See how it kind of stands up? That's kind of neat. Maybe that one does too. Take that out of there. Oh, I like that. I like it better than the other one that I did. Circles, circles. Make them big. Circles. Don't put them in a row. Circles. All right. Let's do some grass. Organic shapes mean that they don't really have a name. I'm just driving my pencil along to make that grass that kind of blows in the water that the fish like to hide in. Ooh, that one goes behind my fish. See how I stopped and then picked that line back up? That made it go behind him. So organic shapes look more like they're alive. They're not squares, they're not rectangles. All right, let's add some details into our fish. Like he's gonna need some gills to breathe. So those are just a couple lines back here. And then to make his scales, I start here and I make a U shape, or a C shape actually, because it looks like this. On that line, it starts and stops. Slow down. Make them about the same size. Try to space them so they touch and they're about the same size. Now, ready for the tricky part? Of course. Now I'm going to make the same row, but I'm going to start in the middle and touch the middle of that one. Start here. Touch the middle of this one. Start here, touch the middle of this one. Notice I didn't do anything over there. Start here, touch the middle of that one to the middle of this one. And then here, I'm just gonna take it up and stop on my fish. Now I'm gonna come back and finish these up. I'm gonna do it again. Start in the middle. See how I went over my gills? That's okay. I'm gonna start in the middle, make that C shape to the middle of that one. I didn't start on the edge. I want to start in the middle. To the middle, right? To the middle. To the middle. Bloop. Now down here I'm going to stop. I'm not going to carry my scales out onto my fins, but I'm going to do it again. C shape. C shape. C shape. I'm going to stop. Come down here. Come up here now. This way it makes it more even when you're doing this. You're not going to run out of room. You're not going to go, uh-oh, I don't have the middle of that scale anymore. I'm going to draw a piece of it here. So start in the middle with your C shapes. And then move out to one end, and then move out to the other end. Make sure that you're starting and stopping in the middle. This takes a little bit of time, but it really looks cool. So don't panic and go, I gotta hurry up. Are you going someplace? Where are you gonna go? What do you got to do today? You go to Disneyland? Draw your fish. Make it look awesome. Add some scales to it. Now here I'm running out of room down here at the end. Are you running out of room yet? Ran out right there. Done. Huh? I'm not going to add scales on his fins, but I might add some lines in there, okay? Now, do another fish. You can make him going the same way, or you can go the other way. I can make him, remember my doink marks? I'm going to make this fish point in the other direction, though. Okay. going to make a different kind of mouth. I'm going to make this mouth come in a little bit. More like a heart shape, right? Oop, I don't like that line. That line doesn't work, but this one does. Whoa, chasing my pencil. Now this guy I'm going to give a simple, I'm going to give him a simple fin right there, right? Perfect. Couple lines in, it's all you need. Maybe this guy's got a little bit different. He might have a hook on his, like a shark fin. And then my fin's here. Another little piece of one for the other side. Don't forget his eye. I forgot his eye. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Look at his mouth, it's funny. This is where my fins are gonna start, and there's my gills so I can breathe. All right, so do the same thing with this guy. Add your scales in. I'm gonna add some air bubbles. Don't draw them all the way up in a line because our fish is swimming, so the lines should go back a little bit, right? All right, now I think that's pretty much all I need to do with this. I need to finish my scales, but I'm not going to have you sit here and play this while this is going on. You can do that on your own. Finish your scales, and then take your Sharpie and trace all of your lines. Before you trace your lines, remember, scrap piece of paper underneath your page so that if the Sharpie soaks through, you don't get it on your paper, okay? But finish all your lines. Go slow when you're doing your textures, your scales right there, and make it look really cool, all right? Pause the video, finish tracing all your lines, and then erase the pencil marks off, and come back and see me, all right? All right. All right, you ready to keep going? Excellent. Remember, don't go blow that eraser stuff off. Just wipe it off, and don't forget to wipe it into your hand. Put it in the trash can when you're done. Clean your space up. All right, when we're coloring, what I would like to see you do is to create some patterns in your fish. Patterns must repeat. So already when we did these lines, the scales already repeat. So pick 2 colors or 3 colors and start coloring in a pattern in your fish. If you're doing 2 colors, I suggest doing 1 row one color, 1 row another color. Like my fish that I did. It's easy to keep your pattern straight because 1 row is this color, 1 row is the next color. Okay, but you're not going to color all across the whole row. Color in each individual one. So with this one, I'm going to do a pattern that's an A, B, C pattern. So it has 3 things, A, B, and C. So I'm going to pick 3 colors, maybe 2 that are close together, like this yellow, orange, scarlet it's called, and my yellow. And then I think I'll take a red. This one looks kind of cool. I like that. So maybe this one, I'll show you a different kind of pattern. This could be an A-B. Stick with that. But if I want to do an A-B-C, I'm going to go A, B, C. And then what comes after C? A, B, C. Stay inside each one. Uh-oh. A, now look, they're kind of close together here. B, but color in each one individually. C. And I can't go down the row because I don't know really where it's going to go. A. Oh, see, it's kind of moving up a little bit, isn't it? B. C. Uh-oh, what's going to happen here? What comes after C? A. Here comes A, just a little piece. But then, what's up here? A, B, C. See how it kind of changed? That's why you can't color all over down in one row. You have to follow your pattern all the way around. C. A. This takes a little while, doesn't it? So I'm not going to color the whole thing, but you can understand how it goes. Follow that pattern. And look at this. Look at where the patterns, the colors, look at the way they fall now. Look at how the colors are going. They're stacking up on top of each other a little bit. It looks pretty cool. I like that. That's very fancy, very fancy. A. Oh, that's the wrong one. That was close. Okay, so color your fish. Don't forget to color your grass down at the bottom and your coral. Get your other fish and then color your background. Now, I didn't color the whole thing and I don't expect you to color top to bottom all the way, but at least get behind your fish so they have some blue water. I don't care what color you use on your coral. Think of a nice bright color. Put your seagrass, don't forget that down there too. And today's date, which is 9/22/20, right? That's today. So finish that up. Put your finished picture in the slide so that I can see it. And I can't wait to see you guys in school. I can't wait to see your artwork in person. And I love you. Happy coloring. Bye.